Okay, this today chapter, this is new chapter going to start, and that this chapter is a presentation of data out of which it will take 3-4 class and 3 to means almost 3 class. So this is the first class, and that is introduction to presentation of data. That this data available to us or researcher, जो भी data available है, we collect the data, जो भी हम लोग collect करते हैं या record करते हैं, that is in raw format. In order to process, in order to extract the information, means data, we are collecting the data for certain purpose, और already जो data collected है उसको यूज करते हैं सर्टेन इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए एज पर ऑब्जेक्टिव. दोनों कंडीशन में जो जिस डाटा को हम लोग कलेक्ट करते हैं फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक पर्पस, और ऑलरेडी जो डाटा कलेक्टेड है उसको यूज करते हैं अपने स्पेसिफिक पर्पस के लिए टू एक्सट्रैक्ट द इंफॉर्मेशन. सो for extracting the information, certain this statistical analysis tool, certain classification as per the kind of information that we needed, that data they have. We use different processing of the data. Before processing also there are many kind of data, that is many type of information already we get, means हम लोगों के पास without applying the statistical tools and method we get certain information, and that information can we get by presentation of data only, because we need not to even process the data. So after classification, this presentation of the data, and after this presentation of data is applied for both kind of thing, in order to process the data, to have further information, and to give certain information also that is not available with any analysis of the data. So prior to any processing of data, this presentation of data is essential, is also essentially important, and presentation of data is also required when if you got the result after the analysis of the data. After the analysis of data you got the result, then that result also need to be presented in an effective way, so that it could percolate to the wider audience, wider viewers. So this presentation is required for the presentation of the research also. So since data is available to researchers in raw format, and it must to be summarized, organized and analyzed to usefully derive information from them. So this is this presentation of data is used, and that is in raw format in data, and which are summarized, organized and analyzed to derive any information. These are the steps of extracting any information from any data. We summarize them, organize them, analyze them, and then we get the information. And in both of part, this presentation of data is important to percolate, to infuse the message that you have generated or message you are getting, to understand yourself and to make understand to others. Presentation of data is important for both. So furthermore, each data needs to be presented in certain way depending upon what is used for. So as per the objective, data need to be presented, and this what type of information that you want to convey, and that information how it should be presented, so that the audience can grasp it easily, can grasp very easily. So planning how data will be presented is essential before appropriating processing the data. So planning how data will be presented is essential. Means processing of data के पहले ये it is also the essential part of statistical analysis, because how data is to be presented. Then while presenting, a question should be raised. A question should be raised in mind, and accordingly we should do the other activities further. Question, what should be a question? A question for which an answer is uh, means a question for which an answer is desired must be clearly defined. Means एक एक क्वेश्चन जो है, आप कौन सा आंसर के लिए एनालिसिस करने जा रहे हैं, क्या चीज निकालने के लिए, कौन सा इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए आप एनालिसिस करने जा रहे हैं. तो उस आंसर मीन्स उस तो इन प्रोसेस you will have to develop a question, and after the processing of data you are getting and going to get the answer. So answer is the result, and question for which you will have to search for the answer. So before analysis and processing of data, a question should be in mind, and it should be very precise one, and it should not be very vague, very large, very broad. It should be specific, and as per specificity, you are going to get answer after the analysis of the data, and means analysis going to answer this question that you have raised or you have made while processing, means prior to processing of the data. तो कोई भी डाटा को प्रोसेस करने के पहले, एनालिसिस करने के पहले आपको एक ये सोच लेना है कि हम डाटा को एनालिसिस करने जा रहे हैं तो उससे किस क्वेश्चन का आंसर निकालने जा रहे हैं. उस आफ्टर मीन्स एनालिसिस हमें क्या इंफॉर्मेशन होगा और वो इंफॉर्मेशन किस क्वेश्चन का आंसर होगा. So you will have to prior the analysis of any data, you should have proper questions, and the question should be well defined. So a well defined question is crucial for data to be well understood later. Once a detailed question is ready, raw data must be prepared before the processing. So before processing of the data and presentation, and a question should be in mind ki what we are going to achieve and for which I am going to ahead. So data presented, how the data are presented, in what are the different forms data are presented. So data is presented in one of the three ways, or by using all three approaches, or any of two like that. So as a text, as a tabular form, that is table, and in graphical form. So these are the presentation of the data as a text, table, and graphs. So method of presentation must be determined according to the data format, method of analysis to be used, and information to be emphasized. So while selecting the data, means presentation, which mode, means कौन सा टेक्सचुअल फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट करने जा रहे हो, कि टेबुलर फॉर्म में कि ग्राफिकल फॉर्म में. सो in order to select any one of which method I am going to select for the presentation of data, it is determined with data format, किस टाइप का डाटा है, प्योर न्यूमेरिकल है, प्योर टेक्सचुअल है, और कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ है, डाटा फॉर्मेट क्या है, लार्ज है, स्मॉल है, क्या है डाटा पर, मेथड ऑफ, देन मेथड ऑफ एनालिसिस, कौन सा मेथड हम एनालिसिस के लिए यूज करने जा रहे हैं, एंड द इंफॉर्मेशन भी जो किस इंफॉर्मेशन को प्राप्त करना है और किस इंफॉर्मेशन को हाईलाइट करना है। सो इन सभी चीजों को ध्यान में रख के डाटा प्रेजेंटेशन का मेथड दैट वी select. Then textual presentation of the data. What is textual presentation of the text presentation of the data? Text is the main method of conveying information, as it is used to explain the result and trend and provide contextual information. So data fundamentally presented in paragraph or sentences. So text, that text, what is text? It is the letters forms, means words form sentence, and different sentences form text, and that is paragraph and like that, and the page. So text, it is there. So it is the main method, means ये प्रमुख method है conveying the information, and it is used to result, कोई भी result होता है उसे और trend बताने में, और context, किस context में information आप convey करना जा रहे हो, कौन सा context है, क्या condition है। तो इन चीजों को करने के लिए text is a major way of presentation of data and means method. So data are fundamentally presented in paragraph or sentences. So अगर डाटा को हम लोग प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं टेक्स्ट के फॉर्म में, देन ये पैराग्राफ होता है, और सेंटेंसेस के फॉर्म में, ये मींस डिफरेंट सेंटेंसेस फॉर्म paragraph. Text can be used to provide interpretation or emphasize certain data. So text can be used for the interpretation of the data, means interpretation is conveyed by the text. This is the major. Interpretation can be conveyed through textual or emphasize certain data, means certain part of data or certain group of data to highlight, we can write and in the form of a text form. If quantitative information to be conveyed consists of one or two numbers, then it is more appropriate to use written language than table and graph. If any quantitative information है, जो कोई भी quantitative information एक दो नंबर का है, एक दो फिगर है, 1-2 figures are there, then it is better to use in written language rather than to present in table and graph. Table and graph will take unnecessarily a long space on the paper. If more data are to be presented, other information such that regarding data trend to be conveyed, a table or graph would be more appropriate. Means if data quantity is more, or डाटा का ट्रेंड अगर बताना है, इफ डाटा ट्रेंड इज टू बी कन्वेड, अगर डाटा का क्वांटिटी ज्यादा है, देन ट्रेंड बताना है, then table and graph are more appropriate in means more appropriate than text presentation. So by nature text longer read when means by nature data take longer read when presented as text, means डाटा पढ़ने में ज्यादा समय लगता है अगर लॉन्गर है। अगर इसे हम टेक्स्ट के फॉर्म में डाटा को प्रेजेंट करें तो पढ़ने में ज्यादा समय लगेगा, इट विल क्रिएट मोर, इट विल रिक्वायर मोर रीडिंग, एंड सो इफ डाटा इज लॉन्गर देन इट इज बेटर टू प्रेजेंट बाय द टेबल एंड ग्राफ. व्हेन टेक्स्ट इंक्लूड्स ए लॉन्ग लिस्ट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, रीडर्स and reviewers may have difficulties in understanding the information. So if any text is given to you, if more number of sentences, more pages, volume of papers, then you cannot comprehend and understand the data. It will confuse you. You cannot read the huge books and many other kind of the things. This is the thing. It will make you more difficult to understand. So it is the important. So in order to address this, to have more understanding and saving the times, this diagrammatic and graphic presentation of data that we are going to deal. This tabular presentation of data इस वो बता ही दिया गया है. Then diagrammatic and graphic representation of the data. So after classification and tabulation, we highlight these certain features of the data in form of diagram and graphs. So classification and tabulation are devices of presenting the statistical data in neat, concise, systematic, and readily comprehensible, intelligent, and table form, thus highlighting salient feature. So after classification and tabulation means raw data is there. First we do classification, then tabulation, then we are presenting this data after tabulation means more neat, concise, means short, systematic, and readily comprehensible and intelligible, understandable to us. Thus highlight salient features. So it gives salient features also. And this salient feature is not available. इतने जो salient feature जो diagram और graph से आते हैं वो information analysis में नहीं प्राप्त हो सकते हैं. So presentation of data is also important. Classification. So if raw data is with us, then prior to analysis of the data, we need to sort the data, means we need to condense the data prior to analysis. So this is the process of the for condensing the data. Classification and tabulation is done, and after the classification and tabulation, in order to more intelligent table forms and to highlight the salient features of the data that are also not possible to be that is also not possible that we can get from the analysis, and that highlight the salient feature. So diagrammatic and graphic representation of data is also very much important. So diagrammatic and graphic representation is an important, convincing, appealing, and easily understandable form of data presentation, which have a number of advantages. So it is very convincing, means that we know that कि आप कुछ भी बोल लो, लॉन्ग सेंटेंस लिख लो, अगर आप किसी को एक पिक्चर दिखा देते हो तो आपको बहुत कुछ बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. पिक्चर says tells 100 words. So this is the same condition. So it is अगर डायग्राम और ग्राफ के फॉर्म में अगर प्रेजेंट किया जाता है तो ये कन्विंसिंग भी होता है, अपीलिंग भी होता है, इजीली अंडरस्टैंडेबल भी होता है जिनको आप प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. उसके अदर भी डिफरेंट एडवांटेजेस हैं. तो क्या क्या एडवांटेजेस है? मीन्स diagrams and graphs are visual aid which present the data in simple and readily comprehensible form. So ये means सिंपल एंड विजुअल एड है और ये डाटा को सिंपल एंड readily comprehensible और अंडरस्टैंडेबल फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट करता है. इफ प्रॉपरली कंस्ट्रक्ट, अगर हम इसे प्रॉपर कंस्ट्रक्ट करें, then it highlight the hidden fact of the data otherwise might have been lost. So अगर सही ढंग से डायग्राम और ग्राफ प्रेजेंट किया जाए तो इस gives certain hidden fact of the data. अगर इस ढंग से कंस्ट्रक्ट नहीं किया गया तो certain hidden fact of data might be lost, and इसका और जो इंफॉर्मेशन है we cannot get even from analysis also. So it is the visual aid and this visual aid should be very simple and easily understandable to the audience. Means कि आप डायग्राम और ग्राफ को ऐसे बनाना है कि पब्लिक को इजीली समझ में आ जाए, उनके लिए आसान हो, सिंपल हो, उनकी समझ के बाहर ना हो। तो आपको सामने ऑडियंस वाले के को ये भी देखना है उनका लिटरेसी क्या है, उनका अंडरस्टैंडेबल पावर क्या है। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द योर टारगेट ऑडियंस and target presentation, you should design the diagram and graph, and it should be constructed very properly so that hidden fact of data should also should not be lost. It should be come out or should come into the picture. Diagrams are very attractive. It means diagrams should be very attractive or very attractive. अगर ये attractive है तो they delight the eyes and appeal to mind and leave long lasting impression to the mind of people in general. अगर डायग्राम आपके अच्छे हैं तो this dazzle to the eyes, ये आइज को डेजल करता है, अपील टू द माइंड करता है, मीन्स ज्यादा माइंड को पे अपील करता है, और इसका जो याद है लॉन्ग लास्टिंग इंप्रेशन माइंड में रह जाता है. सो डायग्राम शुड बी very attractive and so it should be intelligible, means a diagram should be understandable होना चाहिए, simple होना चाहिए, impressive होना चाहिए, ताकि impressive means color yes color or other things should be such that people should be bound to see. अगर कोई देख नहीं पाए तो आप कैसे कर पाएंगे? So it should be it should be impressive so that diagram should catch to the eyes of the people. It should be easily comparable. अगर दो डायग्राम से करते हैं तो it should be easily comparable also. And एक ही डाटा का अगर दो पार्ट है तो it should be make facilitate comparison also. So this diagrams takes less time and energy to convey the information. One of the major importance is that for conveying the information you will have to talk more and more hours, and even though you cannot convey to the information to the audience, but in case of diagrams and figure you can very less time and energy, without spending much time and energy, you can convey to the to other information. They are very much useful in various types of a study. So it is very much useful for various type of studies also. So what is difference between diagrams and graph? We have it is written that diagrams and graph. ग्राफ आप लोग समझते हैं, डायग्राम भी आप लोग समझते हैं. ग्राफ वो होता है जो आप ग्राफ पेपर पे बनाते हैं, उसके स्पेसिफिक सेल होते हैं, 0.5 सेंटीमीटर, 5 सेंटीमीटर, 10 सेंटीमीटर, that have particular space, fixed space. But diagram does not have any fixed space. It is constructed in approximation on plain paper, but graphs are not constructed on approximation in plain paper. Graph having a specific cell and a space. So it is constructed on plain paper and used for comprehension only, not for a relationship study. So that you understood that कि एक प्लेन पेपर पे जो डायग्राम बनाते हैं उसे मीन्स वी आर सेइंग दिस डायग्राम, एंड इफ ग्राफ पे वही बनाते हैं देन वी आर सेइंग दिस ग्राफ. सो सेम सपोज bar diagram, if you are forming on plain paper, it will give certain information. If certain wire, same wire diagram you are constructing on graph, it is giving more information and more accurate information. So this is the things. So it is used. So diagrams are constructed to convey the information and that make comprehension only. It not facilitated relationship study because this space and a space is not fixed. It is constructed in approximation. Graph paper is used which helps to study the relationship between two variables. So other than comprehension, it facilitates relationship study also between two variables. Means what? A relationship means what? If one variable is upgrade is going up, whether other is going down, like kind of things. It furnishes only approximate information, but it is more precise and accurate. Graphs are more precise, accurate, and helps to study slope rates, rates of change and estimation. So it is simply give a rough idea diagram, but it gives more accurate slope study, and these are the used. Use, it is useful for categorical and geographical data. Diagrams are useful for categorical and geographical, and these graphs are useful for time series and frequency distribution and data. So general rules for constructing the uh, and diagrams. It should be neat in clarity. It should have title and footnote. Selection of a scale should be appropriate. Proportion between width and height should be maintained. Graph should be selected with diagram should be selected with utmost care. It should have source node and a number. It should have index also, and it should be simple. So diagram should be proper scale होना चाहिए, proper लंबाई चौड़ाई के बीच उसके proper आपको approximate लेना है, उसके number, source, numbering, title, everything should be there so that you can retrieve in future also. So these are the different types of diagrams. When we are presenting the diagrams, so one-dimensional diagram, two-dimensional diagram, three-dimensional diagram, pictogram, and cartogram. So these are the examples. One-dimensional diagram, that is the line diagram, bar diagram, two-dimensional rectangles, squares, pie chart, three-dimensional cubes, spheres, cylinders, then pictogram and cartograms. These are the different types of diagram. So this is the case. So